of years ago, we moved into this very big empty apartment. It was a factory, and then it got converted into a judge's chamber, and now it's our apartment. And how I would describe this place is cold. There's awful brick walls, angles, exposed pipes. If you have an industrial vibe, maybe this place is for you, but it's just not our style. So we've spent the past 2 years, and more prominently the past 3 weeks, doing what we can to warm up the space. So far we've taken down a mirror, hung up a curtain, measured for a new curtain, ordered some wall lights, made a plinth, and this project is what we're kind of getting through. Our vision is to cover the white blank wall that you see when you walk in with timber paneling, kind of like this. It's proven a lot harder than we thought. We started this project last week, we measured everything, we stenciled it out, and then when we began to cut, it didn't work.
It's not giving a clean cut.
Today, we're going to use a jigsaw to give this another shot, and hopefully it works. Oh, also, some other things that we want to get done this weekend. Hang some shelves, hang some art. Will it get done? Who knows? We'll only find out when it's edited.
We're doing a test run.
Oh my god, don't do that! The jigsaw is definitely a better approach than the circular saw. And sanding, obviously, helps a lot. It does look a lot smoother. I'm a bit nervous about chipping, because sometimes it does chip. Uh-oh! Oh, we're just gonna have to be careful and we're gonna have to see.
Let's do it!
Hi, Rupert!
Take it aside.
Look at this cut. Oh my god, that's not even any sanding. That is so clean.
Last one. Before we sand and begin to prime, we need to make sure that we've cut everything at the right angle, because there's not much point of us organising it all only to find out that it's actually not flush against the roof. We should slow.
How's that?
Yep.
Is that perfect?
It's right angle, yeah.
Great.
Okay, maybe try going right. Keep going right, keep going. So we finished cutting the tops, and the only way that we can actually tell if everything lines up is if we have them laying flat. And that means we can also stencil out where the bottom of the timber needs to be cut. So now we're cleaning, and then we have to bring everything back in and lay it all out and stencil it, and then we can cut it next week because we have run out of time for cutting it this week. Why are we only allowed to make noise on Saturdays? Bedroom, but we don't. Rupert! No! We had to save our dog who was on the cusp of jumping. Is your life that miserable? All right, we're in a different room. New room unlocked. This is our upstairs area. It's a bedroom, but we use it as a study. We have our books up here with our tortoise and also the bookshelf that we made a few years ago. We've got this beautiful red leather chair that we got from Marketplace. But the room is a little bit boring and bland, so we have got some art. So we're gonna hang some art up today, and I'm very excited.
Shall we?
Yes. Let's put this one in the
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, you're happy?
Yeah. Do you
It's
like
not,
it?
yeah, it's not even.
Okay, shelves. This is where we were meant to be hanging our shelves. This mirror was going to get moved into our bedroom, and then I've got these big shelves, they're 80 centimeters long, and I was going to have 5 of them that hang down this wall. And that was going to be a place that we stored cookbooks, salt and pepper shakers, oil decanters, glasses, utensils, whatnot. But the main purpose of them was for wine. Now, I'm not a wine drinker, and I failed to consult Trent and check that purchasing these for the wine was actually good for the wine. Turns out it's not. Also, I don't think you have to be a wine drinker to know that wine should not be stored standing up. So, change of plan. We're probably going to return the shelves or sell them on Facebook Marketplace, and instead I need to come up with a different type of shelf system, which I'm not mad about because the shelves being silver kind of made the room feel cold. We're not sure whether we want the fittings in the kitchen to be gold in the future or brass, so silver might clash. And the shelves were too high up to the point where they actually concealed and hid quite a lot of the products that were stored within them. So I'm thinking we're just going to do open shelves, but maybe tiled? I can't find tiled shelves anywhere online, and maybe there's a good reason for that. I want them to be floating, so we're going to have to think about how we can make that happen, knowing that the shelves themselves being tiled will be quite heavy before we even put any of the items on the shelves to actually hold. I suppose that's a long way of me saying we're not going to do the shelves yet, because I'm not 100% sure what we want the shelves to look like. Spanner in the works as well is that I actually quite like this colour for a coffee table. I've wanted to change our coffee table for quite some time. I think it looks great. I love it. But I don't love its shape. I just don't think the rectangle shape suits the room for a lot of different reasons, and that's something that's round would just look nicer. So maybe the shelves are put on pause while I decide on whether I want to tile a coffee table like this or tile shelves like this. Anyway, that's it. See you next week.